need a slightly larger chunk of clay, and I like to work the clay a little bit first before I start rolling it, and I'm going to kind of create almost like a flat pancake shape. So now I'm kind of working it, getting it to be a little bit flatter. I'm not banging it or throwing it down on the table. I'm just kind of using my fingers to pinch it down to get kind of like a big hamburger patty or large pancake shape. Definitely use your board when you're rolling out slabs because it will stick to the table if you roll on the table. We have multiple sizes of rolling pins. I actually don't like to use the handles. I have more control when I place my hands on this main part of our rolling pin. All right, so when you're rolling, you do want to use kind of the palms of your hands on the actual cylindrical roller. And when you push down, you want to apply pressure. And I like to stand up when I do this. Apply more pressure in the middle of the slab rather than the edges of the slab. I'm going to kind of just go back and forth gently. And then I'm going to set it aside. You always want to kind of pick up your slab and put it in different directions. So I'm going in multiple directions when I'm rolling up my slab. Remember, again, you want to apply more pressure on the inside of your piece rather than the edges. Remember our rule of pinky, we don't want pieces any thinner than your pinky. So your slab should be about as thick as your pinky. I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing, kind of keep rolling. Remember, you're going in different directions, applying more pressure in the center of your slab than on the edges. If you see little air bubbles, we do want to kind of take your toothpick and just kind of pop any air bubbles that you might see. I did think I saw some on the other side. If you have any little air bubbles, just make sure you pop those. All right, a couple of fun tools. One, this is called a rib. This rib tool is really nice for smoothing things out. And what I want to do is get a little bit of water. You don't want too much water. And a little bit of water on my rib, like so. And then you can use the rib tool in order to smooth out the surface of your slab. Your fingers are also great tools. This also compresses the clay down, which is going to give you more of a even slab. And you're going to compress it. You have less air bubbles and less likelihood for it to crack or break. Now, if you don't have a rib tool, I find that the edge of a plastic spoon also works really great. So I'm going to just take a little bit of water. And again, I just like to use the edge of the spoon. And the edge of the spoon, let's show on this side, I'll flip it over. Notice that I am working both sides of my slab. All right, so I'm going to take the edge here, and I'm going to smooth out my surface that way as well. So again, any air bubbles that you see, definitely just pop those and then compress them. Great, so the spoon is also a really good tool. So this is how we roll out a slab, and there's lots of different projects we can do with the slab. All right, so again, so your slab, I'll go ahead and slice this. I like to use my my butter knife tool in order to slice. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice. I always save kind of my pieces because you never know if you're gonna need those again. Slice, slice. All right, so let's take a look at this slab. So I want you to notice the consistency. It's about the same thickness all the way around. It's nicely compressed, so this is a great way to make mugs. You can make cubes, houses, cylindrical forms. You can use them for additive techniques, subtractive techniques, which I will show in a different video. But that is the basic way of how you roll out your slab.